exercises to do at home?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Saurav. Hey,
Sir,
Manisha.
we can't hear you at all.
Really, really. Only in this class people complain about this. Otherwise, usually I don't hold my mic. I'm
Hello,
usually,
sir. Good evening.
hey, good evening. How do you hear me? How do
Good
you
evening,
hear me?
sir.
How do you hear me? Do you hear me
Yes, sir.
clearly?
We can hear you.
Okay, okay.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, Simran, how was the wedding? Are you ready to go to another wedding today? Oh, lucky, you managed to come. I wasn't very sure if people would join the physical class today. It's been raining outside, huh? Hmm.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, Simran, how was the wedding experience yesterday?
It was nice.
Did you like the food better or the music better or the people or what?
The Bharat. We went to Bharat,
What was special about it?
dancing, enjoying.
So did you dance as well?
I, yes.
Oh,
Like in Bihar Sharif, it was my first time. I
that,
went to Bharat in many places, but in Bihar Sharif, it was my first time.
that you danced.
Yeah, I went to a Bharat also.
You went to a barat for the first time as a girl, right?
Yeah,
Usually, yeah, I understand
in
now.
Bihar Sharif.
Right. In Bihar Shif, it was your first barat that you attended. Got it. Hmm.
Yes.
Normally, girls do not go to barat unless it
Earlier,
is
she went to something.
Yeah, I went to Bharat, but somewhere it wasn't in Bihar Sharif.
wasn't
That's
in
what
Bihar
I.
Shif, outside Bihar Shif.
Yes. Yeah.
So where was the barat? From where to where?
From it was from Khuri places, a few meters before her place, and from there to Pulpur to this Agarwal Road, and
Mhm.
then we got from there to that what Busatta.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
dance
and
all the way? Did you dance all the
yes,
way?
yes.
Oh, do you like dancing at parties? You're
Yeah, after my sister's wedding, I
okay.
have got six jijus. Then they all teached me.
They taught you.
Yes, earlier I didn't know how to dance. Like her family is like more like a big family, always dancing and enjoying. And
Hmm.
my family wasn't like that. So after that, I got that experience to just enjoy the vibe and all.
Hmm, interesting. Once you start dancing at parties,
Yeah.
that you have one extra reason to go to parties.
Yes.
A lot of people go to parties for the food, for some other reasons, but once you
Mm,
start enjoying dance at parties, you have a very, very big reason to attend parties.
yes.
Okay. Okay, let's see. I hope everybody has done their exercises, but you haven't sent me your exercises, guys. We have a routine. We have a rule here. You have to do the exercises and send them to me. What happened? I'm not going to check if you don't send me the answers. Guys, we'll skip if you haven't done it. We'll skip it.
Sir, I have done my homework, but I don't have mobile, so I can't send it. Or I will send through my mom's WhatsApp.
Okay. Other people, I've already told you, this is a compulsory thing. Everybody has to send in their answers. Yeah, good. Well done, Faizan. Within a minute or two, I'm expecting all of you to send in your answers. Otherwise, I'll
I
believe
don't
you have
have
not
books, sir.
done.
I have done, sir, but
Zafri,
I don't have
you should
books.
have come and collected the books. The books have been waiting here for you guys, you know. Anybody who doesn't have books, Jishan has collected his books too, Zafri. Should have collected
I'm
your
coming,
books,
sir,
man.
right now.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, other people. Simran Beta, do you have the books? Yes, you have. Yes. Ankit has the books too, I think. Yes. Manisha, have you received the books yet?
No, sir.
Not yet. Okay. Ravi, so what do you guys want me to do? You want me to check it? If you want me to check the answers, you have to first show me what you have done.
I am sending, sir. I sent my homework.
Hmm. Good job, Sora.
Sir, I have sent it on your WhatsApp.
So what shall I do now? Two people. Ankit, you haven't done the exercises? You were absent yesterday.
No, sir, I can't.
Okay, fine. I'm postponing checking the exercises for today, but I won't postpone them for tomorrow. And now let's just read the text.
Sir,
Yeah.
uh, can I turn off my camera for 5 minutes?
Yeah, sure, Sarah. Mena and Jen, Paralympic skiers. Mena Fitzpatrick and Jennifer Kehoe are the most successful Paralympians. You know, Olympians word is used, Olympian, for those people who participate in Olympics. They are called Olympians. Those who are those who participate in Olympics, they are called Olympians.
Olympians.
So Paralympic is for those people who are physically challenged. They have some sort of disability. Either they can't see very well, they can't walk very well. You know, they have some problems, some limitations to their body, to their physique. Disability. Okay. So Paralympics is their Olympics. After all, they also want to have fun. So we organize Paralympic. So these people are called Paralympians, Paralympic skiers. So we are reading about Mena Fitzpatrick and Jennifer Kehoe. And these two are the most successful Paralympians ever. Nobody has been more successful than these Paralympians. They have been the most successful Paralympians ever. And they are best friends too. They won 4 medals, including a gold at the notice. They won 4 medals, including a gold at the 2018 Paralympics in South Korea. Sumit, yesterday I told you when the time is mentioned, then it is the past simple. If you notice, in this sentence, we know when they won the medals. When was that? In 2018. And because it is mentioned, that's why it is the past simple sentence. If you remove this, 2018 Paralympics in South Korea, if you remove the time, and if you only talk about kitne medals in लोगों ने जीते हैं आज तक like अब तक they have won 4 medals. अगर मुझे नहीं पता, हो सकता है ज्यादा भी. They have won 4 medals. Lekin, how many medals did they win? Not have they won. Did they win at the 2018 Paralympics? तो जब specific time, definite time की बात करोगे, which tense? Past tense.
Simple past.
Indefinite
Simple
time,
past.
अब तक, अभी तक, ऐसे करके, तो present perfect. मैंने अब तक 2000 स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाया अपने जीवन में. ओके, मैंने अब तक 2000 स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाया अपने जीवन में. ऐसे एक सेंटेंस बना रहा हूं, ठीक है. आई हैव टॉट 2000 स्टूडेंट्स इन माय लाइफ. पता चला कब? डेफिनेट टाइम पता चला. 2023 में मैंने 300 स्टूडेंट्स को पढ़ाया, ठीक है. आई टॉट 2200 स्टूडेंट्स इन 300 स्टूडेंट्स इन 2023. एनी प्रॉब्लम्स? इजी.
No.
नेक्स्ट. They won 4 medals, including a gold at the 2018 Paralympics in South Korea. So we can form a question. Where was the 2018 Paralympics?
In South Korea.
Where was the 2018 Paralympics in South Korea?
In South Korea.
What is the secret of their incredible success? What success?
Incredible.
Incredible success. Incredible success is small success or very big success?
Very big
Very
success.
big
Very big
success.
So big
That's
that you don't believe that one can be so successful. Incredible success. Anything that is incredible is so good, people have a hard time believing it is true. People have a hard time believing it is true. It is so
True.
good. An incredible shot. People have a hard time believing it is true. It is actually a shot. So good it is. Very, very impressive. Incredible. Mena was born with less than 5% vision. She was born with less than 5% vision. But her parents didn't want her to feel
Didn't
different
want-
to other children. Now, this is interesting. Different to other children. Some people also use different from other children. Okay. Some people also use from. It
Different
is
from
a
other-
regional choice. In a certain region, people prefer to. In another region, people prefer from. So prepositions are not big things. You have to just accept. They are part of the syntactic, knowledge or semantic knowledge. Which preposition you're going to use, whether you're using the right preposition or the wrong preposition, is a semantic problem, right? Not a syntactic problem. If you drop the preposition, if you use a preposition where you should not use a preposition, this is a syntactic problem, error. But if
Yeah.
you're using the wrong preposition because you think the wrong preposition sounds good there, it is a semantic problem. You just learn, okay, not that one, this one, okay, fine. But where a preposition should not be used, but you're using it, then you need to learn the grammar part. Why you are using a preposition when you should not use a preposition? For example, you often end up saying discuss about. You guys often say, I was discussing about it. And I'll say, drop that about. Discuss is a transitive verb. So we were discussing it. We were discussing it. And here is the syntactic error because you challenge the grammar here. Discuss is a transitive verb. It takes direct object. Why are you forcing a preposition there? It doesn't need a preposition. So that error is a syntactic error. When you say, I was discussing about it, you shouldn't use that preposition. And when you say, I went Gaya, it is a syntactic problem, syntactic error. Because you should not say, I went Patna, I went Gaya. You should say, went to Patna, went to Gaya. So you did not follow the grammar correctly. It is a syntactic problem. Clear? But if
Yes,
somebody says, Somebody says, I am married with a doctor. This is a semantic error. He should say, she should say, I'm married to a doctor, not married. So this person who is making this sentence has the understanding that he or she needs a preposition after married. That's a good understanding. That's a understanding of the syntax. That's the understanding of the grammar, that you thought a preposition is needed here and you used a preposition. It's another thing that you use the wrong preposition. You should not use with, you should use to. You used with because in your mother tongue, with sounds better. So you went with. It is just a semantic error. Change it. I'm married to a doctor, not with a doctor. Did you understand this feedback? What I explained? This is a small error.
Yeah.
Fortunately, in exams, they ask you this kind of thing. And because you lose a job, because you make a mistake here, so the importance of this mistake suddenly inflates in your understanding. Suddenly you think this mistake is a very big mistake, and it is very important that you know the right preposition semantically. But it's not that big a deal. Only because you are asked such question in exams to get a job, it's not your fault. It's the fault of the system that they ask such questions and decide on this basis whether this person should get the job or not. I don't understand how, whether you use the preposition to or with married, how can this tell them anything about your personality or whether or not you are capable of or suitable for that job in a bank? I don't understand this. There are two guys, you two, Lucky and Kamran, you guys both want to get a job in a bank, okay? And they ask you to do a test. And they ask you this question in English, okay? I'm married and blank space, a doctor. And there are four options: to a doctor, with a doctor, from a doctor, no preposition, okay? And one person chooses to, one person chooses with, a third person chooses from. I'm married from a doctor, okay? Now, my question is, how does it tell anybody that these things, these three questions, how do they help somebody decide who is the better candidate for the job? Who will do that job in a better way? They do not ask you anything about your real qualities, which will help you with that job, perhaps. They do not check your mentality. They don't check your attitude. They only ask you questions about English, maths, reasoning. I don't know. Yeah, I understand if they ask you reasoning questions, they want to understand your ability to reason. If they ask you maths questions, they want to understand your ability to handle digits and numbers, which is a special quality. But English, if you are working in a rural bank in Bihar, how is your English going to be so much of importance there? As far as writing is concerned, whether you write to or with, how does it matter as long as the message is conveyed to your senior? Why should it matter? Well, there are so many such questions people like me keep asking. There is no answer. So, yeah. What is the secret of their incredible success? Mena was born with less than 5%
What?
vision. Ravi, are you there, or should I remove you from this place?
No, sir, I'm here.
Did you send me your answers to this exercise? Yes?
No, sir.
No. I remember last time I said that I was gonna fine you some money because you didn't do your exercises at home. Do you remember that too? Can you please tell me why I should not fine you? Will it be wrong on my part, unfair on my part if I fine you for not doing your exercises?
Sir, actually, I forget it to doing my homework because in my mind is not stable that time. I was
I
doing
understand. I understand people have busy lives, and sometimes they don't remember to do the most important
some.
things. Well, in that case, making a routine works, especially when you have to attend
So
the
I was
classes
busy.
every day and when you have to
Hello,
do your
hello,
exercises
sir.
every day. I can hear you. I can hear you. And I'm talking to you as well. And I'm saying this to everybody: make a routine so that you never forget to do your routine thing. You can't forget to have a bath because it is a routine thing. You can't forget to brush your teeth because it is a routine thing. So make it
Sir,
part of your routine.
because sir, one day I was outside and I was busy because my consignment is in delay and my mother in a hospital. So I have lots of
Simply asking you this question.
I have lots of I have lots of confusion, sir. That's why I'm forget it to doing my homework.
Confusion regarding what?
I don't know why I'm confused because sometimes I feel I'm doing wrong. Yeah, I'm doing right. I don't know
What are you
why.
talking about? Are you talking about the exercises? Are you talking about the exercises, or you're talking about in general
Career
your life,
in
whether
life,
you are
sir.
doing?
In
He's
life.
talking about his life, sir, his career, I think.
Let him
Actually, he
decide.
has.
Because has he
I
talked to you
think.
guys privately?
No, sir.
Then let him answer, because I think I can make better guesses than you guys. Leave it. Okay, Ravi, you said that you are confused about the answers in the exercises, what you should write, or confused in life in general, what you should do. I don't understand what you're saying.
सर
You're breaking up, Ravi. Could you find
मतलब
a
लाइफ
better
में बहुत
place?
कंफ्यूजन चल रहा था इसलिए मैं होमवर्क करना भूल गया कि
Okay, fine, fine. I understand you're confused in life. Okay, happens sometimes. Life is difficult. But remember, having a routine helps. Okay, having a routine helps. So everybody, make a routine so that no matter how busy you are, you should know, oh, this is my time for this thing. Well, moving on. Mena was born with less than 5% vision, but her parents didn't want her to feel different to other children. Her parents didn't want her to feel. They didn't want her to
now
feel
I'm audible.
different. Yes, you are audible.
Okay.
Her parents didn't want her to feel different to other children. Most smart parents don't want their children to feel different, either in a positive way or in a negative way when they're very young, because children find it hard to deal with this. Either way, this is why very rich people's children, famous people's children, do not study in the country where they are famous. They go to another country because everybody will give them this special treatment, and they will start to feel that they are different from other. And it is not healthy for their growth, mental, emotional growth. But some people, stupid people, they want to make their children feel special all the time. They feel happy when somebody treats their children in this particular way because they don't realize how bad it is for their own children. They're stupid parents. Mina was born with less than 5% vision, but her parents didn't want her to feel different to other children. She did, Sumit, it's noisy. It's your mic is catching the wind around you. Maybe the fan is on or something, or maybe the wire is moving. I don't know.
Yes, sir. I'm using a different headphone. That's why I will turn off the mic.
Yeah, yes, fine. And whenever you need to unmute, you can and speak, no problems.
Yes, sir.
Mena was born with less than 5%. Manisha hasn't said a word today since he joined. Manisha, are you there?
Yes, sir, I am here.
So how do you, how do you see this attitude? This is the first time you've said, yes, sir, I'm here. 37 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes later. So in almost
In
half
the,
an hour, this is your first sentence.
when you ask that, do you have book? I am here. Yes, sir. Believe me.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I forgot. My bad. She did the same sports as her older sisters. She did the same sports. She did the same sports as her older sisters. Again, here we have a nice semantic lesson. A semantic lesson, not a syntactic lesson. What is the semantic lesson? A semantic lesson tells you about the words, the vocabulary, the phrases. A syntactic lesson teaches you about function of grammar, how grammar works in that particular language. There is universal grammar, basic grammar, which is the same across languages. All languages have nouns. All languages use pronouns. But then when you go into the depth of each language, you'll find some differences in the way grammar is used. So she did the same sports. So what is the phrase here? Do sports. Do sports.
Sport.
Play sports is fine, but basically we say play games and we say do sports. Okay. This is a more common collocation. Play games, do sports. More common, more common. And again, it's a semantic lesson. It has nothing to do with the grammar, right? It's a semantic lesson. Vocabulary is a semantic lesson. Okay. So she did the same sports. अब आप लोग इसको accept कर लेंगे इस expression को, तो आप बोल सकते हैं हाँ. So games are those things which you play with a ball or a ball-like thing, like a shuttle. Okay, so tennis is a game, cricket is a game, football is a game. What about skiing? Is skiing a game or sport? It is a sport.
Sport.
Got it. What about swimming? Swimming is a sport, okay? Not a game. All the things are a sport, okay? But games is a small section. Game is a small section where you have something like a ball or a ball-like thing like a shuttle, then you call it a game. Got it? Wrestling is normally a sport. It is a sport. Okay. So guys, she did the same sports as her older sisters. Very interesting semantic lesson. She did the same sports as her sisters. She wore the same clothes as her sisters. I studied the same subjects as my elder brother. I studied the same subjects as my elder brother. मैंने वही पढ़ा जो मेरे भैया पढ़े. I did the same as you asked. I did the as you asked. गौर करना है सारे the same में एक और चीज कॉमन आ रहा है as. Okay? आदत पड़ जाती है. Semantic lessons में सुनते सुनते पढ़ते पढ़ते आदत पड़ जाती है. जो syntactic होते हैं ना उसमें explanation चाहिए. The teacher can help you better with the syntactic lessons. Environment can help you better with semantic lessons. This is the reason there are students and teachers working on the syntactic knowledge and are very poor at English because they don't have the environment, they don't have the semantic knowledge. So your semantic and syntactic knowledge come together and you become good at a language. Otherwise, don't forget, you guys did Sanskrit lessons at school. Mostly it was syntactic lessons. You know, you try to learn the rules. Tita, anti, sita, tha. Okay. So she wore, no, not wore. She did the same sports as her older sisters. We can say older sisters. We can also say elder sisters. No problems. Both words are absolutely acceptable. But in British English, elder sister is more common.
Sir,
Yes, Sakib?
can I use that instead of as, sir?
No, not when you are using the same.
What, sir?
No, you cannot use that when you are using the same. When you are using the same. I wore the same clothes as you. जो तुम पहना वही हम पहने. All right. I wore the same clothes as you.
Got it, sir.
I did exactly the same things as you said. Okay. Next. She did the same sports as her older sisters and started
means,
skiing.
Her sister is also physically not fit.
No, that is a very, very wrong reasoning. A very big failure in reasoning. Very big failure in reasoning, sort of. She did the same sports as her older sisters because her father didn't want her to feel different. Do you understand now, Saurav? Clearly says she was born with 5% vision, right? She was born with 5% vision. This girl, Mena, was born with 5% vision. Her father didn't want her to feel different to other children, to other girls. So her father wanted her to do the same sports as her sisters. Okay. Now, what does it mean? He just wanted this daughter, Mena, to feel normal. Okay. Yes, they have eyes. They are doing it. You don't have eyes, clear vision. Still do it. You're like them. So it doesn't mean that other sisters were disabled too, visually impaired. Visually impaired. Visually impaired. Remember this phrase, visually impaired. Yes, you cannot see very well. You are visually impaired. Impairment means disability. Impairment means disability. Impairment.
Disability.
Impairment. But she was visually impaired. Adjective. Her parents didn't want her to feel different to other children. So she did the same sports as her older sisters and started skiing. So what did her elder sisters do? Which sport? Skiing.
See,
She started skiing when she was only 5 years old. She followed her father down the slopes. She followed her father down the slopes. Again, in this sentence, what syntactic knowledge can I give you? Nothing. She followed subject plus V2. You already know this. This is past tense. But you have plenty of semantic knowledge here. She followed her father down the slopes. She followed her father down the slopes. Okay, so who was, skiing ahead of her? Her father. Her father was going ahead and she followed her father. She followed her father down the slopes. Okay, can you ski up the slopes or down the slopes? Of course, you can't challenge gravity. Okay, until you have got a motor attached to your skis. Okay, she followed her father down the slopes. Sometimes he forgot Mena was behind him. Sometimes he forgot Mena was behind him. He forgot Mena was behind him sometimes. And he took her down difficult slopes. And he took her down difficult slopes and even off piste. Okay, what happened? Because sometimes he forgot that Mena was behind him. So he went down the difficult routes. Okay, there are different routes down the slopes.
yeah,
Safer ones, easier ones, and more challenging ones. So sometimes he took her down the more difficult slopes. And even off-piste. And off-piste is a technical term or a general term? What do you
technical term.
think?
Technical term.
Is it a technical term or a general term? It's a technical term. You will use it only when you're talking about skiing. You will only use this when you're talking about skiing. This phrase will not be used in other contexts. This kind of vocabulary is called jargon. This kind of vocabulary is called jargon. Jargon is technical terminologies, not the terms that people use in their day-to-day conversation. What is day off piste? The other day, Sumit, the phrase that you said, cooking the
Grenade.
grenade. Okay. Why does he know this? Because he plays what?
Played.
PUBG.
PUBG.
Not plays, sir.
where you have to do these things. Okay, why would the rest of the world know about cooking the grenade? Understand? So yesterday, Dilshad asked me. Dilshad is one of my students. You guys know him, and he's been promoting my classes and me in many different places wherever he is online. And when people give him compliments, he says he studied from me and Tandem and many other places, free for talk. So yesterday, Ravi told me about it because Ravi was also there listening. So he came and said, "Sir, you have a student. He's promoting your classes." I said, "Thank God somebody is doing it." I know most of my students are promoting my classes. They talk about my classes with their cousins, friends. That's why the institute is running with zero cost for zero marketing. I don't
Advertisement.
do any don't do any advertisement at all. Um, the point was, he said he
Technical.
feels very comfortable talking to people but when it comes to giving a speech on a topic, he struggles. When it comes to speaking on a topic, I said, obviously, because speaking on a topic requires you two things: knowledge of the topic, and sometimes some vocabulary which is especially used for that conversation, that topic. Okay. And if you do not know these two things, if you do not have any knowledge about the topic, and if you do not have any special vocabulary knowledge, then it will be a difficult task for you to speak on a topic. Okay. However, if you have knowledge but not the vocabulary, special vocabulary, you can still manage. You will just speak about the topic in a simple way without using any special vocabulary. You can still talk, but if you have no knowledge of the topic, then you can't. If somebody says, okay, speak on the topic, for example, what topic? Industrialization is good or bad? Okay. So as a normal person, you can speak your mind out about what you think about industrialization, whatever opinion you have here. But suppose you're blank here, you do not have any opinion. It is possible. I know lots of people who don't have opinions on things. Why? They understand that I can explain. Maybe they never took interest. They never did any reading. They never participated in any discussion. They always lived life in a very simple and easy way where they were in their comfort zone all the time. They never tried to learn, grow. These people, I remember some teachers didn't want to speak on the 15th of August, on the 26th of January. We have collaborated with many teachers on different occasions. And I remember on a couple of occasions when my brother invited them to the podium and said, Sir, do char shabd bachcho ko kahiye. Their face was like, Hindi mein bolna tha bhai. And they were all very, very lost because they just have never done it. They're good at topic teaching, okay? But other than that, they don't have much to say. उनके पास बोलने के लिए कुछ है नहीं, वो एक दूसरे आइडियाज को कनेक्ट नहीं कर पाते, तो इसमें लैंग्वेज क्या कर लेगा? तो public speaking on a topic requires you to be good at more than just the language. Otherwise, हिंदी में बोलने के लिए सब हिंदी के वक्ता हो जाए, फिर तो बातचीत सब कर सकते हैं, वक्ता सब नहीं हो सकते हिंदी के। आप सब अच्छे वक्ता हैं क्या हिंदी में? लेकिन बातचीत आप सब अच्छा करते हो ना? आप में से कोई भी किसी को हिंदी सिखा सकता है, भैया ऐसे बोलेंगे, ऐसे नहीं बोलेंगे, राइट? करेक्ट हिंदी बता दोगे लगभग? But are you the same quality vakta speakers in Hindi, all of you? Nah, depends on what
No.
kind of personality you have, depends on what kind of life you have lived. All these things also play a role. Carrying on. Off-piste, क्या लिखा बेटा? Away from the ski tracks. Off-piste, away from the ski tracks. At the bottom, the meaning is written. Off-piste, away from the ski tracks. Now, there are tracks for skiing. You are supposed to go down those tracks because other places, if you go off-piste, if you leave those tracks, it could be dangerous sometimes, because you're coming down the slope. You never know how stable that slope is. What will happen if there is a sudden slide of ice, snow, and whatever, it can be very dangerous. So sometimes he took her off-piste. It means he really challenged her unintentionally. He just forgot that my visually impaired daughter is
Visually.
behind me. He just forgot that. She followed her father down the slope. Sometimes he forgot Mena was behind him and he took her down difficult slopes. So there are easy slopes, there are difficult slopes, and there are off-piste, and sometimes even off-piste. She was clearly a natural. She was clearly a natural. She was a natural. Here, natural is inverted comma, between inverted commas, as a noun. A natural. She was a natural. It means some people have an inborn talent. They have an inborn talent, innate talent, by birth talent. They they just have this innate quality. They just start. They do it for some time, and they show tremendous improvement. For example, a child picks up the harmonium and starts playing quite okay. With a little bit of lesson, he starts playing it really well. Another child is struggling, spending half an hour, 2 hours, and he's not getting any lessons right. So the first child is a natural. He's a natural, talented, gifted. Okay. She was clearly a natural. Like Sachin Tendulkar, he was 4 years old. He held a bat and he batted really well. He was 6 years old and he was playing with 14-year-old guys. He was a natural. In 2010, a ski coach noticed her. In 2010, a ski coach noticed her. Of course, coaches have a special eyes. They see, hey, this guy has a special talent. A ski coach noticed her and she started training with the British para snow sport team.
Personal sport.
She started training with the British para snow sport team. Snow sport, para snow sport. Disabled people will do snow sport. British para snow sport team. She became part of the national team in a way. She
Okay.
started training with them because a coach noticed her. Okay. Skiing at 100 kilometers per hour is not easy. 110 kilometers. I have
Oh.
never ridden my bike at that speed. The maximum I've touched is 90 kilometers, and the bike was out of control very much. Okay. And skiing at 110 kilometers per hour is definitely not easy. I don't need to be told that. I know, I can totally know that. It's not easy. Even when you can see clearly, it is not easy. People like you and me, if we go at 110 kilometers an hour, anything can happen any moment because you're going really fast. So it is a challenging task even for those people who've got both their eyes. Even people who can see clearly find it very challenging going at 110 kilometers per hour. But imagine skiing with less than 5% vision. You have less than 5% vision and you're going down at a speed of 110 kilometers an hour. Mena says that it's like skiing in thick fog. She says it's like skiing in in thick fog. Thick, everybody knows. Thin, opposite of thin is thick. Mota, right? Thick fog, not thin fog. Thin fog you can still see quite well, but thick fog you can't see anything, right? Sometimes when the fog is thick, your car, your bike, you go very slow, 10, 20 kilometers an hour, because you can't see very clearly. It's dangerous to go fast when there is a thick fog. Anyways, she was clear. Oh, sorry. Imagine skiing with less than 5% vision. Mena says that it's like skiing in thick fog. Your eyes can't see, so your ears are everything. Yeah, when your eyes can't see, your ears work harder. Your ears are everything. You need to hear what your guide is saying. You need to hear what your guide is saying because you can't see. Paranormal, I'm saying. Paralympians, especially visually impaired people, when they are doing skiing, you can imagine somebody has to be behind them. Somebody has to be behind them,
And
guiding them so that they do not meet with an accident. So you have to hear what your guide is saying. During competitions, the crowd can't make any noise. They stay completely silent. No matter how fast they're going, the audience cannot get excited. If they get excited and start making a noise, then the instructions will be difficult to hear. and it can be dangerous. Now, I just want to tell you, forget about English. This whole idea that there is a sport called, uh, skiing for blind people or visually challenged people, impaired people, and how they do it, isn't it all new knowledge for most of us, guys? We never thought about something like this. And here we are learning how challenging this task is. What I like about my course is this as well. It does not only teach you English, which I can teach in many different ways. It gives you an opportunity to become an international citizen in a way. I'm talking about knowledge wise, of course, a person who can interact with people from outside, because your knowledge of various topics will grow. They don't think about the Paralympics, like disabled people do. That's one part. That's one part. Okay, I was aware of Paralympics. Okay, but I didn't know how skiers, visually impaired skiers, how they do it. Their coach will not be in front of them, ahead of them. Their coach will be always, not the coach, guide will always be behind them. Why? Because they need to have the freedom to decide their speed. If the coach is ahead of them, then the coach will determine the speed. And it is a sport where they are participating, they are the competing. So they should be able to decide what speed they want to go at, so that the guide can only follow, isn't it? All these things. You need to hear what your guide is saying. During competition, the crowd can't make any noise. Okay. They stay completely silent. 3, Jen is an army officer in the Royal Engineers. Now, information about Jen. Jen is an army officer in the Royal Engineers. Royal Engineers is written with capital R, capital E, must be a part of, like we have a lot of different groups of the Indian Army. We give different names to them, okay? So the English Army also has regiments and, battalions and whatever. I'm not going to be I don't want to use those terms because they are technically different from each other. So I said the word group, a general term. There are different groups in the Indian Army with, they have different names. Maratha, और क्या नाम है बेटा? Rajput Battalion, और क्या है?
Gurkha.
Gurkha Battalion. हाँ, ऐसे ऐसे करके है ना नाम. तो ये, these are
Yeah.
Indian names. So don't you think that England also has different groups in their army and they have different names? Jane is an army officer in the Royal Engineers. She loved skiing and raced with the army ski team. She raced with the army ski team. In 2013, a coach asked her to become a guide. A coach asked her to become a guide for the British para snow sport team. Why don't you take the guide's job? Why don't you become the guide? She agreed. And 2 years later, she was paired with Mena. She was given to guide Mena. She was paired with Mena means, you understand? They asked her to guide Mena. They said, you will work with Mena. The two girls immediately became best friends. Immediately, they became good friends, best friends. It was not just the beginning of a friendship. It was not just the beginning of a friendship, but also a great sporting partnership. It was not just the beginning of a friendship, but also a great sporting partnership. Yeah, they became best friends, fine. And it was also the start of a great sporting partnership. Okay, Rahul Dravid and Rohit Sharma, a great sporting partnership. He was the coach, he was the captain. Together, they went really close to winning the World Cup in 2023, but luck did not favor them. And then finally in 2024, they won the World Cup T20. People didn't have any doubts about their abilities. They were very good together, you see. It's great sporting partnership. They say that they are like sisters who don't fight. They are like sisters who don't fight. Normally sisters fight. Yeah. I have two little girls, I have two little girls here, Ayat and Inaya. Inaya is 7 and Ayat is 10. And they don't get along very well. They call each other their enemies. They are like sisters who don't fight. Very rare. Do you know any sisters who don't fight?
No,
Normally
sir.
sisters fight. Normally sisters fight. They fight like cats. 4. In March 2018, at the Winter Paralympic Games in South Korea, the girls crashed out in their opening race. They crashed out in their opening race in 2018 March in Paralympic Games in South Korea. The girls crashed out. They did not do well. They were they failed. They crashed out. Just like Pakistan crashed out of the
T20 World Cup 2020
yeah, first round. Yeah, they could not get into the semi-final, Super
semi-final.
8. They couldn't get into the Super 8. They crashed out in their opening race, but they didn't give up. But they didn't. So something bad
Okay.
happens, then a lot of people say, "Chalo yaar, humse na hoga." Something bad happens, they give up, right? But they didn't give up. I am going to start doing carpenter's work. Okay, I bought all the tools. I spent 3,000 rupees today, and I bought all the tools. And I'm going to be a carpenter in my free time. And my mom is very skeptic. She thinks skeptical. She's very skeptical. She doesn't think I can do it. My wife also is not very confident of my abilities as a carpenter, but my daughter is showing faith in me, and she's saying, "Yeah, Papa, you can do it." She's also going to be part of my work. She's going to help me. So together, me and my daughter are going to do some woodwork. And I know it's not going to be easy. We will mess up, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to give up. Okay. I have spent already 3,000 rupees on the tools only. I tried to gather tools from other people. I asked people if they have tools, if they can help me, but I didn't get any help. So I thought, okay, it is time to take the risk. I'm going to make everything. I'm going to make a TV unit. I'm going to make wardrobe. I'm going to make a podium for the class. I'm going to
Computer
be
table.
a professional carpenter. And I know it sounds okay. I have always loved woodwork. Okay. I have spent thousands of hours watching videos, if not thousands, hundreds of hours watching videos. But last 1 month or so, I've been getting this urge. I must give it a try. I must give it a try. You know, you need different hobbies at different times in life. No, I'm gonna do it as a part of as my hobby only. I'm happy. Free time. When I have free time, I'll just do some carpentry. If I am successful in my work, in my endeavor, and I'll show you guys my success, then you guys can invite me to your house to do the work. But I will charge you extra, 20% extra. I'm an educated carpenter. Okay. My per day salary, but it won't be a good idea. 1,000 rupees per day. No. I'm not gonna work that way. Nah. I will do contract work. इसको कहते हैं daydreaming. अभी शुरू नहीं किया है. I have bought the tools. I have not even started, and I don't know how hard it is gonna be. When I watch videos, I feel like it is exactly my type of work. Okay, let's see how true it turns out. Okay, how correct my gut feeling is.
I'm going to start fish farming.
Zafri,
I'm going to start fish farming.
you're going to
Start fish
Start.
farming.
start fish farming. Fish farming, Zafri.
Yes, sir.
Lovely. Start, man. Start. I love fish. At least I will get fish at discounted price. Fish farming. Lovely job. Lovely career option, Zafri. It has a great future because Indians are not eating as much fish as they should. Okay. And fish farming is a very
I
good
have done this
business.
business, sir, 2 years ago.
I did it 3 years ago. Zafri, if you said
Yeah,
I have
I
done it,
did it.
ये हो गया ठीक है. नहीं दोनों चीज सही है. I have done it बोल दिया ठीक है. I फिर तो बोल दो. I did it 3 years ago. I did it 3 years ago. Okay. Hmm. So did you make
But I
profit,
lost.
Zafri? Oh, you
Yes, sir.
didn't make.
But last
Wh-
time I lost something 8-9 lakhs.
8-9 lakhs. Why? What went wrong? Did you learn from that mistake? Did you learn from that mistake?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So you're feeling confident this time?
Yeah.
During lockdown, I seriously thought of this idea, fish farming. I had discussion with my wife, with my sister's husband. My wife has a lot of land in her, in her village. So she said, if you want to do it, I'll talk to my papa. I said, okay. But then I talk about a lot of things. I'm that kind of person, you know. People don't, my family don't take me very seriously. That's the reality. Okay. Anyways, where were we? They continued. Okay, they didn't give up. They didn't give up. Easy to understand, give up. Ravi had a lot of difficult moments in his language learning journey. He had many difficult moments. Sometimes I think he thought of giving up, but eventually he didn't give up.
So I can say Rahul Gandhi didn't give up because his
Yes, yes,
father
yes, of course,
was
of course,
murdered.
of course. Absolutely, absolutely. After so many failures, failure, this time he has got some success, right? And yeah, we can definitely give him credit for not giving up. So a person who doesn't give up doesn't accept defeat. He says, no, I'll fight. Okay. So when you face failure, do you think it is a good idea to give up? No, you should fight
No.
harder after the failure. Fight harder. Learn from your failures and try to do things in a better way, in a different way. You see, I wasted a lot of chicken trying to cook chicken curry, chicken chili, chicken chili. I saw chicken chili in the shops, red color. So I used to add a lot of red color. So it looked like chicken chili, but when I ate, I didn't like the taste at all because I was not following the right methods, the right recipe. And it was back then when we didn't see videos on YouTube. Okay. After maybe 15, 20 bad, attempts. But again, credit goes to me that I didn't give up. Okay. I kept trying. And today I'm an expert on cooking chicken chili. Easy. The
Chicken
easiest
chili.
thing. If 20, 30 people are coming to my house, then I tell them, bhai, I'm going to serve you chicken chili because it is the easiest thing to cook. You have eaten chicken chili. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Did you like that? Okay. All right. So, yeah. They didn't give up. They continued to fight. Meaning भी बता दिया, right? They didn't give up के आगे meaning भी बता दिया. They continued to fight
Why?
and went on to win a bronze. और आगे चल के क्या कर लिया? Bronze जीत लिया.
Win a
They went
bronze.
on to win. They went on to win. ये phrase सीख लो. Semantic knowledge. Semantic knowledge है. ये syntactic knowledge नहीं है भैया. They went on to win. They went on to win. Situation दिख रहा है ना? पहले क्या हुआ? They crashed out. But they didn't give up. They continued to fight and they went on to win a bronze. Finally, कहां से पदक जीत लिया? Bronze जीत लिया. They went on to win. They went on to win. इसको बोलते समय ध्यान रखना. They went on to win. इस एग्जाम में क्वेश्चन आते हैं सुमित. This phrase is asked in the exams as well. Okay. यहाँ पर बहुत सी चीजें हो सकती हैं. They went on winning कर दे सकता है. They went on to win को they went on winning. Okay. वो हो गया जीतते रहे या ये हुआ बदलाव कर देना. इसमें बदलाव होता है सुमित. ओके वो पहले फेल कर रहे थे और उसके बाद बदलाव करके ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन आया. दे वेंट ऑन टू विन अ ब्रॉन्ज. ओके तो व्हेन यू वांट टू टॉक अबाउट अ चेंज transformation then go on to do something. Okay.
Yes, sir. I
he
have
was a very
underlined it
he was a
to
slow
practice.
student. He was a slow student, but he worked hard and went on to score the first division. He was a very weak student. He was a very weak student, but he worked hard and went on to get the first division. Went on to get the first division. Yeah. And 2 silver medals. That
Uh,
was good. Yes, Sumit, do you have a question?
no, sir. An example I was trying on this. Sir, a few years ago, I didn't know anything about guitar, and I felt like it is not my thing. But I went on. I forgot, sir.
Okay, ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. अभी हड़बड़ाना नहीं है. एक्टिव वोकैबुलरी का पार्ट बनने में टाइम लगता है चीजों को, ठीक है। उसको महसूस अच्छे से कर पा रहे हैं, उसको देख पा रहे हैं, भले मुंह से नहीं निकल रहा हो तो खुश रहिए, ठीक है। वो टाइम आता है, पक जाता है ना तो मुंह से निकल आता है, तो पकने का इंतजार करिए चीजों का। ओके, आई जस्ट वांट टू टेल यू समथिंग हियर, गो ऑन टू डू समथिंग, कोई चीज कर लेना, ठीक है, लेकिन उसके पहले वो चीज ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन को इंडिकेट करता है। मैं एक बार और देता हूं। He grew up in a village. He grew up in a village and went to the government school. Nobody knew that one day he would go on to become the home minister of the country. Or home minister छोड़ दो, कोई बढ़िया सा सोचो, the
पढ़ा लिखा
head
IPS
of, nobody knew that he was going to go on to become an IS officer like this, okay. So always talks about transformation. Okay, they continued to fight and went on to win a bronze. Flow को follow करो, flow को follow करो, क्या flow है? They
Sir,
continued to fight. हाँ,
I
सुमित।
practiced a lot, and I went on to learn the most difficult music to play on the guitar. Finally, I learned
Very
to,
good,
and it was
fantastic, very
uh,
good example sentence. Okay, तो सबसे important है बोलने से पहले आपको अच्छे से समझना, अलग अलग हिस्सों पे उसके समझ जाना कि कौन क्या कर रहा है, वो समझ में आ जाएगा तो गलत नहीं बोलोगे। आप नहीं बोलोगे अलग बात है, गलत नहीं बोलोगे। They continued to fight and went on to win a bronze and 2 silver medals. That was good. But then on the final day, Mena and Jen won a gold medal. The UK's only gold of the games. It was the only gold of the games for the UK. Just like our team sometimes wins 1 gold medal and we feel very happy about that single gold medal. Jen proudly said, "We fought right to the very end." Nice sentence. We fought to the very end. Drop the word right to understand the sentence better. We fought to the very end. आखिर तक लड़े हम लोग. We fought to the very end. We fought. We fought. हम लोग लड़े. We fought. अच्छा, कौन सा semantic expression सीखा आपने? To the very end. To the very end. आखिर तक. We fought to the very end. अब उसको emphasize कर देते हैं. We fought right to the very end. We fought right to the very end. Right word is just an emphasizer there, intensifier there. We fought right to the very end. Mena and Jen are going to continue skiing together in the future. They are going to continue future tense. They are going to continue skiing together. यही intention है, यही plan है. Going to do something talks about intentions and plans. So they have intentions and plans to continue skiing together and hope for more success. However, when their skiing partnership does finally end, however, एक बात तो ये भी है लेकिन कि जब उनका skiing partnership खत्म होगा, finally होना ही है, when their skiing partnership does finally end, ये does क्या कर रहा है बेटा? Making the sentence emphatic. जब खत्म हो जाएगा, होना ही है, हो ही जाएगा जब खत्म. When it does finally end, does end, ऐसे direct ends बोल सकते थे. When their partnership ends, when their partnership ends, but वैसे यहाँ पर emotion नहीं feel होंगे. When their skiing partnership does finally end, the girls know that they are going to be friends forever. So they are not together professionally only. They have respect and love for each other as well. Okay, I'm not going to check the answers because a lot of people have not done the exercise. I'll give them time. I read the text because that was my plan. And after page number 9, we are moving on to page number 10. Vocabulary. This is easy. You guys did it yesterday. You are doing the same thing today. Number 1. Do you want to play tennis?
Do you want to play tennis?
2. The second sentence. I go ice
I
skating
go ice
Once a week.
once a week.
Go swimming, play swimming. Go swimming or play
Go
swimming? I
swimming.
go swimming every day. I
Go
play swimming every day.
Go swimming.
देखिए
I go swimming.
कल भी आया. घर पे समय देना पड़ेगा लकी. Reading and listening. These are the 2 things I demand of all my students at home. You have to read the same things जो मैंने पढ़ाया वही 5 बार 10 बार पढ़ना है आपको. कुछ नया नहीं, वही चीज है। मैंने ही स्टूडेंट्स बनाए हैं दिलशाद जैसे, ठीक है, गाइड मैंने ही किया ना, राइट? मेहनत उसने किया, लेकिन किस चीज पे मेहनत करना था? जो मैंने कहा उसी पे ना। पहले इस पे मेहनत करिए, जो कोर्स बुक्स हैं सबसे पहले इस पे मेहनत करिए, जम के करिए, एक एक चीज को दिमाग में डालिए, रिवीजन रिवीजन एंड रिवीजन, मोर रिवीजन। जिनको स्ट्रगल हो रहा है ना, ज्यादा ज्यादा समय बिताइए विद द बुक्स एंड विद द ऑडियो फाइल्स। Do you want to play tennis? I go ice skating once a week. Today we see ice skating. Yesterday we saw skiing, and I said swimming. All of them have the same ending: ing, ing, ing. 2. Good luck in the exam.
Do your best.
Do your
Good
Do
best.
your
luck in your
best.
exam. Do your best.
Do your best.
Next.
I do
I
my
make
own.
I make
Make
my
my
own
my
bread
own bread
own
every
every
morning.
morning.
bread every morning. I make my own
I
bread every morning.
Make
I
my
made my own bread. I make my own bread every morning. I make my own bread every morning. I make my own bread every morning. 3. Edward doesn't
Edward
Speak
doesn't
English
speak
very
Speak
well.
English
English very
very
well.
well.
Doesn't speak English very well.
कैसे देखते के साथ आपने स्पीक बोला, से क्यों नहीं बोला? पता है, क्योंकि आपको इंग्लिश ये गाइड करे कि यहाँ पर स्पीक बोलो भाई, से मत बोलो, क्योंकि ये दोनों मिल के आपके साथ दिमाग में बैठे हैं, एक ने दूसरे को खींच लिया। अगर कोई बोले ना स्पीक और से का डिफरेंस बताने के लिए, तो आप मुंह बंद हो जाएगा, कुछ नहीं बता पाओगे आप। कोई पूछ दिया भाई स्पीक और से में क्या डिफरेंस है, तो आप कुछ नहीं बता पाओगे। और ये फेलियर नहीं है आपका, ये फेलियर नहीं है। आप टीचर नहीं हो कि आपको एक्सप्लेन करना आना चाहिए। आपको इंग्लिश बोलना सीखना है, इंग्लिश एक्सप्लेन करना नहीं। जो आपसे ये सब सवाल करे, बोलो भाई मैं लर्नर हूँ, टीचर है मेरे विनय शंकर सोनी, उनसे जाकर पूछ लो, मुझे इंग्लिश बोलने दो और राहत की सांस लेने दो, ठीक है? दैट्स ऑल। Edward doesn't speak English very well. I always
I
Hey,
always
hello
say
hello
when I
when
see
I
hello
her.
see her.
when I see her.
say hello when I see her,
I
but she
always
doesn't say anything. But she doesn't say
say
anything. Okay.
she doesn't like him.
She doesn't like me.
Means
Number 4. Can I?
Look at your
can
wedding
I
Can I
look
photos.
at
look
your
at
wedding
your
And
wedding
look
photos?
at your
photos?
wedding photos.
Can I look
अपराजिता
at your wedding
प्रकाश,
photos?
ये कौन आ गई हैं क्लासरूम में? अपराजिता प्रकाश कौन आ गई हैं?
सर सर वो टीचर है बीपीएससी, आपकी क्लास लेके देखना चाह रही है कि कैसा क्लास ले रहे हैं आप, और ज्वाइन करना चाह रही है।
Okay. Demo
अपराजिता अपना
classes.
परिचय दो। हेलो
Aparajita is
अपराजिता।
Yes, ma'am. Hello, sir.
hello. Very loud voice, Aparajita.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How are you doing today?
और कुछ नहीं, बस बैठे हुए हैं, सोचे कि आपका क्लास देखे यूट्यूब पे तो अच्छा लगा, और मैम से मेरी बात हुई थी तो मैम का भी मैं सुनी थी तो अच्छा लगा था, तो मैं सोची कि क्लास ज्वाइन करती हूँ।
कुछ चीजें शुरू में अच्छी लगती हैं और बाद में बहुत अच्छी लगती हैं।
यस सर।
This class is one of those things.
यस सर।
You know, if you like it in the beginning, you will like it a lot later. Acquired taste. Acquired taste. धीरे धीरे किसी चीज की आदत पड़ना. You know, my class is like that. You learn, and then you realize this is the right way to learn English. When you start to see growth in you. Some students have waited for a really long time to be part of the class. Sumit, how long have you been waiting?
Wait, sir, my mom is here.
Yeah, sure. And so many people have decided to turn their camera off without asking me. Why is that? I'm going to do one thing someday. I'm going to
Yes,
simply
sir.
put you guys in the waiting room and leave you there. I'm going to leave you there for the day. So, Aparajita,
Yes, sir.
where do you live? What's your job? Why do you want to learn English?
I lived in Bihar. from Saran district, and my job is as a primary teacher.
Hmm. Very good.
TS Dharampur, Nagara में है sir posted.
Okay. Aprajita, I have a very good class for you. This class is not a good class for you. You should join my 5:30 class, okay? 5:30 to 7. In that class, you will feel a lot more comfortable.
Yes, yeah sir.
I don't mind you here, but see, I'm going to continue teaching for next 7 minutes, and you'll realize that this class is a little too much for you. But when you come to that 5:30 class, you will feel you are in the perfect class for you, for your level.
ओके सर, बट वो थोड़ी सी आने में लेट हो जाती है स्कूल से.
I can understand that problem. There are solutions. If there is a problem, there is always a solution too. You need to be strong. You need to be a little bit, you need to have some innovation in your mind. For example, you're walking home, or maybe you're taking the Toto or auto home. Okay. You can just use the headphones and be online. After all, it is an online class. You don't have
Yes
to be
sir,
home.
yes sir.
अपराजिता तुमको नंबर सर का दे देंगे, तुम बात कर लेना और समझ लेना क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है.
Yes, yes ma'am.
She has the link, right? So first of all, I'll ask you, Aprajita, to join the class tomorrow at 5:30, okay? First, join the
Okay,
class
sir.
at 5:30 for a demo. Just be there, see how you feel, and then we will talk, okay?
Yes sir.
All right. And if you message me on WhatsApp, then I will send you some pages which I would like you to do, some exercises, okay?
Okay sir.
Give me a second, people. Hello?
तो सर क्या
Yes, yes. What do you want to say, Aprajita?
तो सर क्या मैं अभी क्या कंटिन्यू करूं क्लास को या
The class is only 6 minutes left, okay? So you can stay here for 6 minutes, no problems. We have only 6 more minutes to go, okay?
Okay sir.
Fine. So guys, where were we? We were talking about this. Eduardo doesn't speak English very well. I always say hello when I see her. Number 4. Can
Can I
I
look at
Can I
your
look
wedding
at your
photos?
wedding photos?
Can I look
can I
at
look
your
at your
wedding
wedding photos? Go ahead. Next. Did you
Did you watch the match last night on
on
TV?
TV?
Okay, everybody knows watch and look are both translated with the same word in Hindi. But when you look at these words at your wedding photos, then you know these phrases pull the word look here, right? And when you see the match last night, then automatically you want to use the word watch. That's how it is. Learn words in groups, okay? Number 5, lend or borrow. Can
Can
I
I lend some money?
Can I
lend
borrow?
some money?
Can I borrow some money? I will give it back
I'll
to you
give it
tomorrow.
back to you tomorrow.
look at this line? I'll give it back to you tomorrow.
I'll
I'll
give it
give it
back to you.
back to you tomorrow. It means I need money. So can
Yeah.
I
Borrow it.
Borrow some money.
Can I borrow some money? Can I borrow some money?
Borrow some
And
money.
Jack is
I'll
going
give
to
Lend us his
lend
car
us
for
a
the weekend.
car
for
for
the
the
weekend.
weekend.
Jack is going to lend us his car for the
Lend us
weekend.
his car for the
Okay.
weekend.
6, teach
Can
or
you
learn.
teach me how to?
Can you
Can you
teach
teach
me
me
how
how
to
to?
cook?
I'm
I
rubbish.
am
I am rubbish.
Can you teach me how to cook? I'm rubbish.
I'm
I'm very
rubbish.
bad. I'm very bad. I'm rubbish means I'm very bad at
I'm
what?
very
Cooking,
bad
right?
at
Cooking.
cooking.
Can you
At
teach me
cooking.
how to cook? I'm rubbish. Do you want to
Learn
Do you want to
Learn
learn
French with
French
me?
with me? I'm
you want to
starting a
learn French with
beginner's
starting a
me?
class
business class
next week.
next week.
I'm starting a beginner's class next week. Exercise 2. Underline 2 nouns that go with the adjective. Delicious.
Meal.
Burger, meal,
Burger.
Delicious
Meal.
burger.
Delicious picture. Take a look at this, man. Okay. Next. Interesting laptop,
Interesting
interesting
book.
book, interesting film.
Interesting
Book
book.
and film.
Interesting film.
interesting
3.
film.
Excited.
Child.
Excited
Child.
child.
Dog.
Excited
excited
dog.
child,
Excited football
or
match.
The
Dog.
child and dog, right? Child and dog. 4. Strong.
Coffee.
Strong
Woman.
woman.
and woman.
Okay. 5. A
Funny
funny.
Funny
man.
man. Funny story.
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 Okay. 6.
Long
Long,
road, long story.
long story.
Long story.
Okay, fine. So, guys, a delicious picture is not possible. A beautiful picture is, right? Next, number two, books are interesting. Films are interesting. Laptops are not
Yeah,
interesting, right?
interesting.
Okay, number three, children can be excited. Dogs can be
Dog can be
excited. But football matches are exciting, not
excited,
excited.
not excited.
Okay. Coffee can be strong. A woman can be strong. Exams are difficult, not strong. Exams are difficult,
Difficult.
not. A story can be funny. A man can be funny, but a view can be strange. A view can
Strange.
be strange view.
Strange.
Okay. Yeah. Long roads can be long.
Long
Stories
story.
can be long. Woman can be tall. Woman
Tall.
cannot be long. Okay. And exercise 3 now. Complete the sentences with the correct preposition. Look at that picture. Isn't it beautiful?
Isn't it beautiful?
2. I'm
I'm
waiting
for the
For
postman.
the postman
to
to
arrive.
arrive.
to arrive. I'm waiting for the postman to arrive. Okay. 3.
I'm
I'm
excited
excited
for
about
Excited
my
for
holiday.
my
I'm
holiday.
excited about my holiday. I'm excited
Holiday.
about my holiday. And I'm excited about my new hobby. 4.
Are you good at
Are you
math?
good
I'm good at
Are you
math.
good at maths? Are you good at maths? 5.
Wikipedia is
Is
full
of
Full of
for useful
Full of
information.
useful information.
YouTube is full of useful videos.
Useful video.
Yeah, I've learned so much from YouTube. I mean, now I'm going to do carpentry thanks to YouTube. Without YouTube, it
YouTube.
was unimaginable. I
Impossible.
wouldn't have imagined it.
Sir, in every
I'm
field,
think-
YouTube helps.
Yeah,
Too much, more than too much.
exactly. I'm going to make a bed as well. Plans are big. I'm going to be the big carpenter of my family. Okay, let's see. Maybe if I couldn't do any of this, then again, I will be embarrassed because I'm saying it all in front of you before I've done it, right? But if I did it, then you guys have to bow down to me as well. Okay, 6. Who?
Are you
He-
interested?
himself. Where does he live, your brother? He can help me. He can help me. Ask him to see me for half an hour. Not all the time, but he can give me ideas how I can do it. 6. Are you interested?
Are you interested in
politics.
politics?
Are you interested in politics? 7.
You're
You
so right.
are so right. I totally agree
I
with you.
totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
You're sure right.
Okay, 8. The station isn't far
Isn't far
From
from
here.
here
From here.
from here. Can I speak?
To
to
you
you
for a minute.
for a minute.
I'm afraid
I'm afraid for
dogs.
dogs.
dog. Guys, we are running out of time, and you know I'm punctual, so I'm not gonna carry on. We'll continue tomorrow. And Aparajita, you take my number from Sabaji. Sabaji, please share my number.
Okay, sir. I will.
Okay. Yeah, ask her to WhatsApp me, and I will take care of from there. Okay. Prajita, there is a class at 5:30. Be there and see how you feel. This class is definitely not going to help you. Okay. This class is only going to give you headaches and frustration.
sir.
But 5:30 class will make you feel very, very good about your English and learning. So guys, let's meet tomorrow. Okay. What will you
Bye,
do
sir.
at home? Some more exercises. The next pages. What are the next pages? Just a second. Yeah, there is
Yes,
one more
sir.
page. Page number 11. That's your homework for tomorrow. Page number 11, everybody. Page number
Sir,
11.
please
That's all.
share the class recording because I didn't attend the class today. I was very busy.
Yeah, actually, converting the video takes more than an hour. Okay, it's a 90-minute long video after all. So that's why I'm sharing it the next day. Okay, in the morning, I'll try and share with you. Okay,
Okay, sir.
bye,
Okay, sir.
everybody.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
sir.
Take
Good
care.
night.
Bye, sir.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah.
Bye,
Good
sir.
night. Good night. Good night.